Friday. Finally have sun. Blinding sun to boot. Alright, so what you see here is, yes, a balancing jig. Started because I subscribed to Randy Richards' channel, and he posted a video a few days ago on balancing grinding wheels, which has always been one of my pet peeves because I'm spent hours making custom holders and truing and this and that, and the grinder still vibrates off the table. So I watched his whole video, and when it was done, all I could just do is, what is he talking about? I don't get it. He's drawing arrows and center of gravity and lines and hoo-ha. So I figured, what the heck, let me finally build one. I put it off because I couldn't find material. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but as you'll hear, I was lucky at Industrial Metal Supply in their scrap area in the very back. So also in this video, I'm kind of jumping around because I'm learning this myself. And so finally, now that I have my hands on it, it does work. You can see it goes backwards. This wheel was on a grinder, trued up, and it is out of balance. And I finally realized what he's talking about. There's densities in this. So in other words, this could be true, but there could be a spot that has a higher density to it, meaning that spot's heavier, and you need to compensate for that by drilling holes in it, which he does. So I'm going to be doing that myself here. So bottom line, by the end of this video, I finally got my hands on it, finally understand it, and this wheel, you'll see me playing with it going, it's not moving, so I'm thinking that my jig isn't working, when in fact the wheel is very, very close to being in balance. Like I said, it was on my machine. It was one of my better wheels with very little vibration. I took it off because it's pretty worn out. And I had a wobbling problem with it too. So build this jig. It's pretty easy. I've got the print. I haven't posted it yet. If anybody needs it now or whatever, let me know, and I'll hurry up and finish drafting it up and post the dimensions to it. But this thing works perfect. I've seen a lot of different variations of it with big round discs and so on, but so I learned, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Still not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Brainstorming this. Nice pieces of $2.50 each. You can't go wrong. But I did do some machining with just an end mill. Strange patterns, but I don't think I have the travel to fly cut it. So, and I know this is going to be the end where I got to do a groove, and I can't do that. And I might be able to do that in the mill. I got to double check it. Otherwise, I was thinking about just cutting it in half, and then I can machine it all over the place and then stack them back together with the other one. But so it's going to go this way, and I'll probably put a rod through it to keep them parallel. I'm thinking you probably have to have some adjustment to get them nice and level. But I've got 4 of these guys out of a hard disk, and that would be ideal because these suckers are just so easy to turn. But they're pretty wide, so I'm not sure if I could knock that off. That'd be great. And it's threaded both sides here, and I'm sure it's metric. But I also have a ton of these guys, and they do move pretty easy. Move that out of the way for now. So I could put, 2 of these guys as close as I can and try that, because if that doesn't work in the groove, I can always make the groove wider. No, but I'm just going to be, I'll have holes drilled in it because they're going to go up there, right? Yeah. Whereas this one would what? Yeah, it's probably about the same. So, actually I could cut a little slice through here, so it, like a V groove in there. So I'm still just kind of brainstorming it, figuring out what I want to do, but let me go over to the mill. I just want to check right now to see if I can machine this as is. Well, it looks like I can machine it as one piece. Nice, so it's maxing the mill out as far as height, but I can get there. And I'm definitely going to use these bearings. This is just kind of jammed in there. So yeah, they got some QC issues because you push this. This one won't even go in. Oh, yeah, it did. Wait a minute. I think this burrs. Oh, it does go in. Why is it slanted though? Huh. Oh, whatever. They turn real easy, so I can press fit something in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But, I don't know, a big giant chunk, so make it look nice. I can put some heavy chamfers on both sides and cut this more down, probably 60 degrees. Yeah, that'll make it look nicer. And then put the holes in it here for rods. Get some stainless steel rod that I have from printers that I salvaged. So that'll look nice. And I've got the 1/8 end mill Niagara cutter 2 flute that can go right through there. Oh, I should probably do that cut first, then I don't have to do that much material. So it'll work. The question is, what am I going to make this out of? Press fit it? It's not that long really to go through, so I could make a soft brass rod look nice anyway with brass on it. Finish, I guess I just hit, well, I'll double check to see if I can fly cut it to get a nice finish on it. I don't think I'm going to be able to fly cut this surface, so this is probably just going to get sanded on the belt sander. But that's my thoughts so far. I'm just going to sleep on it overnight and think about it. Alright, set up for this isn't really rocket science. To cut the 60 degrees. On this guy, you don't really have to tighten too much. A lot of times, drill bits and things, I'll just hand tighten it and it hangs on and up. So, alright, so we just need the material here. Bring it in closer. I'll get this out of the way. Bring it in tighter. Got my pencil line here. I just need to go down and make the line disappear. Alright, angle block. Just want to make sure it's completely sitting on the block and not touching the vise. There's the vise hit, so right there. And I can double check it. Yep, I'm on it. Tighten it down pretty good. Alright, bring this guy over. And come down. Touch. Go up until I lock. Alright, so bring my chair over. Bring it down further. There we go. Get the light out of the way. So it's just a matter of going back and forth. Not a whole lot of speed needed on the fly cutter. There it is, first point of contact. And I do want oil on this. Using the soluble oil and just pile it up on here, both sides. So it gets a little bit on every pass. Yeah, I'm taking some pretty good chunks out of it. So that's pretty much so it. A little bit more speed. Actually, it does go pretty quick. So I guess I'll do this, flip it over that way, and so I can keep the mark on this side, and then I'll do that. Right. Morning time, have my coffee, just cutting this 60-degree here. A little oil on there, why not? Chips, as you can see, are different here. Almost to the point where I need to be. Guess I'll zoom in for fun here. Flip the camera around so I can see what I'm doing. Went the wrong way as usual. Gotta center that up. Zoom in further. Yeah, why not? Alright, not too much more to go. And done. Sides are cleaned up, angles cut. I'm just going to take it over to the belt sander, clean up the face, and then use the stone, like I've showed, to break the edges. And then try to vacuum up half my shop here. The floor is a mess. Alright, time to cut the groove in this thing. I mean, this is cool. This is 5.5 inches tall, and I can actually mill and fly cut the top here. So yeah, of course the edge finder has to be all the way up in there. So I've already found center, and I'm just need to find the surface here and get ready to come down to whatever dimension it was. Ooh, I just locked. So turn the Z on, zero it out, because I think it's already gonna touch, right? Yeah, it's already touching. Okay. So it's just a matter of going back and forth, taking 5-10 thousandths at a time. And when I'm down probably 40 thousandths, I'll, make this cut first here. You gotta keep blowing the chips out of the channel when you start getting deep. But when I get down about 40 thousandths, I'll come 5 or 10 thousandths this way, climb mill to widen it, and then I'll go in, do the same thing, and then I'll come back to center and keep going down, because the chips, it just can't clear them, and it starts making really wacko noises. But so what am I at? 13 thousandths right now. So it's just a matter of going back and forth until I'm close to depth. Then I cut the channel width, and then I do final cuts on it for facing and depth, and it comes out nice. And then I'll have to bring you back to show the setup for drilling the holes here for the bearings, for the set screws that I'm using. Blow it up. 23,000. Kind of boring, but easy to do. Oh yeah, this is the 1/8 inch 2-flute Niagara cutter that's in here, and pretty low RPM. You don't need a whole lot of speed to do this. 34,000. And I've got the Y-axis here zeroed out. So I'll unlock it, and I'll go forward 5 thousandths right now. There it is. Go down. There's 40 thousandths. So I'm cleaning up the back face, widening this groove, climb milling it. and then I'll go 5 thousandths the other way off center. So 5, 0, and minus, there's -5, come down a little bit, 45 thousandths. So now I'm cleaning up the face closest to me, the inside wall. And then I'll go back to center and just keep going down. So, bring it back when it's getting done. Just doing the final pass here. I dropped it down 1 thousandth. So I'm cleaning up the floor. I just did the face to me. Now I gotta do the face on the other side. Wide, there, 10 thousandths that way, 10 thousandths this way on the DRO. So this is just cleaning up the floor on the back side. And done. As the bearing just drops in there, it's got some play to it. From side to side, nice. So, yep, that definitely is going to clear. So now I'll be using, oh shit, recorded, but a little bitty short guide goes in there to do the chamfering on the inside and the outside edges. So I'll just be doing that next. Yeah, good spot. Alright. Alright, doing this drilling and tapping is a little bit trick. I use the edge finder to find the back, but I don't have the y-axis travel to hit this face. So you manually just caliper it, cut it in half, and then since the edge finder is already out a 10th, you just subtract a 10th and now you're on center. Found this edge, came in 100 thousandths, 0 at the DRO. So according to the print, I need to come in 136 thousandths. So here's 136, where are we? 39, 7, 6. And lock that axis, I don't want it moving. Then the y-axis, I think I'm zeroed out. No. It should be, yeah, I already checked it. I'm on center. So yeah, zero that out. So now I gotta go 266 thousandths each direction from center. 267, back it down, 6. So that's where one hole goes. Okay, so I drill this back over here, 266, drill it, and then I tap just this side, because then I'll flip it over, refine everything, and then I just got to drill the other side bigger so that the set screw can go through. But right, and I do use that, where is it, aqua tap, something for fluid here. Fill it up. Only because I've got 10 billion gallons of aqua tap. So use it up. Why not? Wow, deep hole here, huh? Broke through, go down, go through the other side. So the holes are in perfect alignment. And put the aqua tap down here. Come on, break through, there you go. Alright, so it's just drill the other hole, tap it, and then this guy should be done. I just want to show this. I am using anchor loop over the tap magic. Because it's, for some reason, it just allows me to go completely through without having to back up to clear the chips. Yeesh, that's a little too much, but yeah, just glob it off. So and I don't have to back up that much either. Now, this is pretty thick I'm going through. This is at least a 1/4 inch or so. Big blob. Almost there. And there it is. It's freeing up. So yeah, you can go all the way through. Don't have to back up, which I find really nice. There, it's completely free. So anchor lube works better than tap magic. Alright, got 2 of them now. Just need to cut the groove in this one and then drill the holes. I've got the 2 bearings for it here and set screws that I'll use. Need to go to Marshall's and get longer ones. Print's been done. I probably just need to update a little bit more and then just go and throw it on the website for any of you guys that are interested. But I did put a stainless rod in here. There's no friction. And I have got 5/16 stainless rods on order through eBay. So hopefully I can get really perfect holes. I have to caliper the rod when it gets here and see what it is. Why is there something? Oh, just dirt. So I'm pretty thrilled with this. And then I'll be able to chuck. I'll take the 3-jaw 4-inch chuck off the lathe, stick it in here, and see where it's balanced. I guess when I have to wait a few days here. Whenever the stainless shows up, then I can finish this video. Alright, I got 2 of them now. This is the one that just came out. I haven't deburred that yet, but whatever. So Allen should be this one, and the threads are on that side. So it's a matter of just dropping it in there. You get in there. What the heck is holding this thing up? Oh, burrs are down in there. Alright, well, I'll have to do something about that. Yeah, great. How do you get rid of that? I'll have to put it back in the mill and just redo it. But I want to just get this thing together for now to see how it's going to work. There. Dropped in? Good. Alright, went in there. That's one. And he rotates perfect. I'll have to go through these bearings too and select which ones I want. Ah, I dropped too far. Oh, went in. And that turns too. Nice. Is that sitting on the bottom? Let me look in the light here. Oh no, there's a healthy gap under there. Alright, so I've got 2. The suckers are flat too because I'm actually getting vacuum. And I've got to wait now for the rods, but yeah, there's really no friction there, so that should be fine. Wow. Cool. So when I get the rods, I can drill it out, and I'll be ready to start checking out grinding wheels and 3-jaw chuck balance. It is somewhat working, but I guess in closing. Still don't have the rods. Polished this up in the lathe, so it made it better, because it actually does start to reverse. The bearings are rubbing on the sides, causing friction, so I'm going to have to widen the gap and get some washers down in there to keep the bearings in the center. The other thing is always hindsight. If I would have just made a scoop to fit a specific rod and drilled holes and made this an air bearing like the hockey tables, that would have been frictionless, absolutely frictionless, because you just control the compressed air in there until the rod lifts up on a cushion of air, and then you've really got it made. But I'll just finish playing with this guy. I mean, you can see it does reverse. So if it's a gross misbalance, this will show it. So, I don't know. I need to go back to IMS because this is nice material and it was cheap. So I want to get 4 more of them just to have on hand. So, hope you enjoyed the video. One last little piece. I was just curious, how much weight does this detect that you saw it backing up? I went and weighed this. This is 10 grams, which is really nothing. But I probably can play with something lighter, but you can see, yep, it will detect that, definitely. It swings back and forth. So if you're 10 out, then it's going to detect it. I still haven't fixed the bearings and stuff, but I just wanted that last little piece.